It's literally like such a task just to talk to somebody and make a conversation. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. And also it can be a misconception where people think that you're rude, but you actually just have social anxiety. Okay, so guys, this video is a new thing that I'm trying out. I feel like I'm actually gonna change, but yeah, I feel like I want to do this video just because a lot of people don't really talk about it. I mean, nowadays people are starting to talk about it and it's very helpful, and I really appreciate that. And I'm glad that people are making things, you know, seem more relatable, because on social media everyone wants to seem perfect and seem like they don't go through certain things, but people are starting to make, you know, videos about social anxiety, depression, everything like that. So I feel like I would like to be a part of that, so people can feel like, you know, I'm showing my imperfections and you guys can help me through this journey, because I am not all the way there yet. I feel like social anxiety is so hard, and everyone wants to act like, oh, like I'm not social, like antisocial, as like a little movement, or like, you know, people just say that, but there's literally people out here who go through severe social anxiety. It's literally like such a task just to talk to somebody and make a conversation, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. And also it can be a misconception where people think that you're rude, but you actually just have social anxiety. So I just want to make this video basically letting people know, like, it is normal. A lot of us go through it and don't really talk about it. Like, I know some people probably look at me, they don't think, well, when I was in school I was like shy, I didn't really talk to people, but I feel like people just assume, like, some people thought I was mean. Like, I'm not gonna lie, some people that I became friends with, they told me that before we were friends they thought that I was just mean, and I'm not mean. I just have very bad social anxiety, and it's okay. But also, you shouldn't say you just have social anxiety and just accept it. You have to learn how to get out of it. I am currently learning. I am not totally there yet, and oh my gosh, like, literally I be feeling so lame sometimes. I be like, girl, like, you're 19 and you need to learn how to talk to people. It's not that hard. But things you go through in life, it just makes you feel like I've realized honestly that it's really just like past things that I've gone through, like such as little stuff like either bullying or just people always judging you for how you look, that causes social anxiety. I feel like especially nowadays, the way society is, they make you feel like you have to look a certain way, or you need to, like, I don't know, be a certain way. I feel like it makes it even harder for people with social anxiety nowadays, because there's like a standard of how you should look. So sometimes if you don't look a certain way, you feel like, okay, I don't look like them, or I don't look like I should be in that group, or, you know, if I go in that group, they're gonna judge me and make me feel like I don't belong there. So things like that, it's like I've learned recently that it really doesn't matter what other people think. Like, we all want to be talked to be honest. We all would like to have a conversation with someone. Like, the rest of the people other than us are not aliens. We need to learn how to just communicate how we talk, and if they don't want to listen to what we have to say, then it's just like, okay, forget you, you're not meant to be in my life. Like, literally there's so many people in the world. Every single person that you talk to is not going to make you feel like either weird, left out, or every single person is not going to make you feel like less than who you are, basically. So it's like, all in, also when you meet people, sometimes we feel like less than in the group that we're in, like with friends or whoever it is, and then we're just like, we shut ourselves down and we're like, okay, I'm not good enough, or it's like, why am I even here? But really it's just like, you just need to change your friend group. I realized that also. So also, some friends they can act like genuine friends, but also they don't have like your best interests, basically. Like, some people aren't meant to be with all the time, because they can drain you and they can make you feel less than, because you guys don't have the same values, you guys don't have the same beliefs, or you know, whatever. So you can feel like an outsider, which will make you feel less than. But you just have to realize that there are people different than you, and it's okay. Like, everyone doesn't have to be the same as you. We're all different, and you can respect the way that they think, because we were all raised different and we have different like backgrounds, so not everyone thinks the same as you. So also, that is very important. Your friend group, whoever you hang around, you should only hang around people that make you feel like included. Like, when you're hanging around people, you should feel like, oh my gosh, like literally they think how I think. And it's not saying, okay, look, because you're going to have people that you hang around that are different than you. I'm not saying only hang around people that are like you, because you can't be closed-minded. You can be open-minded and be open to listening to what other people have to say, and you know, just like learning new things, learning a new way, because sometimes your way isn't okay either. Like, you have to learn how to change certain things, or like just learn different things and learn how other people operate, learn how to be a better friend, learn how to just learn something different about anything in particular. But I feel like it still has to be to a certain point where the person isn't so much different than you, just because, like I said, you're just gonna feel like it's you. Like, you won't feel like they just have different ideas on certain things, different ways to think, and like whatever. But we tend to just think, okay, they're not thinking about how I think of things, so I'm different, I'm weird, why do I feel like this? I don't belong here. And so I feel like it really is important who you keep around you, and just try to keep people around that think the way that you do, but also like still be open-minded, but like, you get what I mean in that concept. And also, sometimes family members can be toxic. I'm not gonna lie to you, because sometimes we have family members who like keep judging us and saying little things, like they think it's okay just because they are family members, and they say little jokes and like just keep talking about how you look or whatever, which can also, it all plays into social anxiety, because social anxiety really is just because we feel like someone else is about to judge us basically for how we look or what we're saying. Like, my social anxiety is so bad, like literally when I'm in public, I just feel like they're saying this about me, they're doing that about me. But that's just because of past issues where it has happened to me. But that doesn't mean that every single person is going to be like that, because everyone isn't the same. Everyone will not judge you. Those people are just assholes, and everyone is not like that. Some things that I do, I listen to music, so I really just try to block everything out, and that's a bad thing. That is a bad thing. It does help my anxiety though, just because I feel like, you know, I can't hear what's going on around me, which is also bad. I'm just like tuned in with the music, like I'm focused in on the music, so I'm not thinking so much, because I don't allow myself to stop and hear myself think, basically, if you get what I mean. Because my music is so loud, like in my ears, I'm just like focused on the music, but I'm not focused on basically what's going on around me. That sounds horrible, because literally there's so much going on in the world, and I definitely need to pay attention to my surroundings, and I am. Now I don't listen to music so loud in public. I turn it down. I have one AirPod in, just because, you know, I need to pay attention to my surroundings. But music does help for me. One thing you can do is music, but don't play it too loud in public, because you need to pay attention. But that is one thing. Also, I do like these motions. I don't know if it sounds crazy. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I do motions that kind of help me calm down. So say if I don't have music, I used to do this twirly thing with my thumbs. Like, I would just go like this, kind of, to help me calm down or whatever like that. And yeah, it helps. Or just like, I'll just like kind of do a motion on my leg. Like, I'll kind of like, let me try to show you guys. Like I'll kind of like go like this or something, like I don't know, but I don't want to look crazy like in public. I do motions like that because I need sometimes something else to focus on rather than what's really going on around me. But also we need to stop worrying about what other people think of us, because we're literally all the same. We're human beings. And I know sometimes like people tell me things like that and I'm like, okay, like what is this gonna do for me? I know that we're all human beings and we all have flaws, but that doesn't help me because I'm still focused on what isn't right about me, and I feel like people are going to judge me and I just rather be alone. But honestly, like, you can't shut yourself off. That's not fair for you. I feel like for people like us, like with social anxiety, we should still be able to enjoy, you know, our surroundings. We all deserve to enjoy that. And literally anyone who has social anxiety is because we've went through something. So something that we've went through has caused us to just shut ourselves out and like not want to communicate, feel someone else's energy, and just not want to have to deal with worrying about what other people think. But honestly, we are going to have to worry about what people think, whether we're doing good or whether we're doing bad, and that is something we all need to realize. It doesn't matter what these people think. They're not in our lives when we leave them. And even if they were in our lives, say if it's a family member that keeps continuously judging you and saying things about you, you know, you can just either block them out or just don't talk to them as much. But we also have to, what plays in a part is confidence and self-love. I'm currently still working on that, and I feel like that is very important, obviously. But yeah, so part of working on confidence, honestly, you have to realize that it is like small piece by piece type of thing. Like it's not gonna happen overnight. Listening to these videos, watching these videos where they're just like, oh, like just wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, look in the mirror, tell myself I'm beautiful, eat fruits, and just like stuff like that. Watching it just like 4 days in a row is still not going to help you. So things like that, when we think we're just going to watch a video and things are going to be fine, like that is not how it works. And that is why people give up and they feel like it's not working and they get frustrated, because we tend to think we can just watch a quick video. We always want everything to be quick, but it doesn't work that way. We literally have to work on it day by day. Like think of anything about you right now, like anything, the way that you think, the way that you are, it's based on habits that we have built over the years, and the bad habits that we've caused has caused us to be how we are now. Like whether we're relaxed, whether we're lazy, whatever that is, it's because of that. Everything is because of the habits that we have made over time. That is why who we are. So instead of letting these bad habits build up and let that control us, I feel like we need to be able to really focus on having good habits and looking back on what we're doing and thinking like, is this really good for me? We can't keep on satisfying our comfortable habits all the time, because that makes us stay comfortable and makes us stay who we are. And then we get upset because nothing's changing, but you're not changing your habits, you're not putting yourself out there, you're not breaking that box, you're not doing anything. So for me, it is really hard for me, and I get told all the time I need to like do things such as, you know, don't even think about it, just do it. So like me, I am literally nervous. Like I don't like being in big settings with people. Like I can't go to the mall by myself. I'm saying I can't, like I can, but I get very bad anxiety, so I'd rather have someone go with me. So if I want to go shopping, I always like ask someone to go with me, and if they don't go with me, I like kind of wait. And I feel like I want to get to the point where I can just go to the mall by myself. I can just go, you know, anywhere in a big setting by myself without someone else going with me. And like, if you are older and you feel like this, I feel like don't tell yourself, because sometimes I tend to tell myself, I catch myself. Like I'll be like, oh my gosh, you're so lame. Like you're too old for this. Why do you let this get to you? Why are you like this, basically? But it's really just like, we know why we're like this is because of certain things we went through, but we can't let that justify basically how we are, we have to acknowledge, you know, the first part of healing is acknowledging. So we have to acknowledge what is causing these triggers or what's causing us to act this way. And you have to build these tiny little habits. I've also been reading this book. It's called Atomic Habits. Actually, I have it right here. I think, yep, I got it right here. So I've been reading this book. Oh, my light got brighter. Atomic Habits by James Clear. And it's a really good book. So in here, he says, you know, we have to build these habits and make sure we're not just doing them, like just to do them. Don't just wake up, keep doing the same habit over and over and over and over and over and over, and then, like, you know, nothing's working, and then you're just sitting there like, why is it not working? Well, maybe this isn't meant for me. Like, no, that doesn't mean it's not meant for you. It just means, are you implementing the right habits into, you know, your routine? So you have to, it goes back on reflecting. You have to reflect on what you're doing, on the habits that you're doing, and you have to look like, what results am I getting from doing this? Either I need to do this more, or I need to change this in a certain way to make it more significant to my big goal. Because honestly too, one thing is, I feel like we're only successful when we're at that big goal that we're trying to get to. Just like, say if you want to become a millionaire, you'll feel like you're not totally successful until you're that millionaire. But you shouldn't feel that way. I feel like we have to continuously congratulate ourselves and give ourselves that, you know, feeling satisfied, even though we're not there yet, because that's what causes us to give up and really deal with like harsh talking to ourselves and depression and everything like that. So I feel like those little tiny goals, all of them add up, and they get you eventually to the big goal in the end that you're trying to get to. So those are just as important, because if you do not implement them, you won't get to the big goal. So those little stretches you do, those little sit-ups you do, all of that literally adds up, and that is why you are looking how you're looking, or it's like how you are. Say if you read every day, you know, you might say if it's just 5 pages each day, you don't congratulate yourself for reading those 5 pages, but once it all adds up, you'll realize that you've learned way more, you know? So it's just like, everything adds up. It's all important. It's hard for us to remember that everything that we do is very important, even if it's just little. Sometimes we're in families where our culture just wants us to feel accomplished only if we've done like the big goal, but it's honestly, everything matters. So just, if no one else congratulates you, that's okay, because at the end of the day, this is for you. And when you are successful, all of these people will be trying to be coming back, trying to congratulate you, things like that. You know, even scratching that, not worrying about what other people think or how they feel, or if they're gonna come for you when you're successful. It's just the whole point of, you are the one that makes this happen. You are the one that is with yourself throughout this whole journey. No one is going to sit you down and say, hey, you really need to work on yourself. You really need to fix this, because it's not about them. It's about you. So no one really cares for you as much as you care for yourself. Also, I recommend, you know, I pray. I feel like God is very important to me. And, you know, if you don't pray, I don't know, whatever spiritual thing that you get into, but I feel like, you know, it's important to have faith in some type of way and to learn more about your religion. And it can help you really, like, when you can't fully feel like you're there for yourself, you can't believe in yourself, I feel like you'll get signs and you will just gain more knowledge on yourself, because our energy really matters. The energy towards ourselves and the energy that we have towards other people. I feel like, you know, our bodies are not us. Our bodies are like, basically, we are our energy, like we are our souls. So really what we feed ourselves and what we do is very important. We are our outside bodies. Like, we're not our hair, we're not our face, none of that. It's really what's inside of you is who you really are. So you really need to feed into yourself in a healthy way. You need to make sure you're eating correctly. You need to make sure you are reading. I just finished this and I'm going to make a goal to really read a lot of books. So yeah, I feel like I just wanted to make this quick video, and I will be still doing things like pertaining to fashion and everything like that, or hair, but I will also document what I go through, just because I feel like lately I've really been going through it. Like, I've always been going through it, but also growing up in the way that our generation is nowadays, I feel like it's very important to talk about it and have a space where you can feel like you have someone that understands you, and we're on this journey together. So guys, we got this, and I really want to help somebody because I just want to. I feel like, you know, in the future, I know, I'm not gonna say hopefully, because I know I'm gonna get there to the point where I feel like I can go in public, I feel like I can go just socialize, start a conversation with someone without feeling weird or without having huge anxiety. Like, literally my stomach will hurt just thinking of having a conversation with someone in public. I want all of us to get to the point where we feel like, you know, we can be social. We're all human beings, and if someone wants to act weird, if you say something and they want to make you feel like an outsider or something, then that is not the group for you. And we have to realize that we are so valuable, and that whoever's in our circle, you know, we deserve what we want in our circle. So if someone doesn't treat you a certain way, then they do not need to be there. You shouldn't feel less than just because the other person is making you feel that way. I feel like we're all on the same level. We're all human beings. We all deserve to be around the energy we want to be around. So they deserve to be around who they deserve, and we deserve to be around who we deserve. So yeah guys, let me know if you like this video. I really hope it's helpful. I'm gonna possibly do a little series, like I'm gonna do little videos pertaining to depression, or I don't know, I guess stuff about a relationship, you know, just like advice on communication or whatever else. Look at me trying to act like I'm a therapist, but guys, I don't see myself as like higher than like, oh, I'm giving you guys knowledge. Like, I'm just literally telling you guys what I've learned, and hopefully you guys can implement it into your life and help you, because even though I'm not there yet, I'm definitely better than where I was like years ago, because I didn't have any type of confidence. Of course, we all have our days. It doesn't matter who you are. We all have our days where we feel like we aren't good enough, or we don't look to par, or, you know, whatever it is. We all have those days. But it's about persevering, and it is about always being there for yourself, because that is very important, and we all deserve to be social and just live. So definitely, I feel like social anxiety makes you feel like you're not living enough, because you're just in this little box and you can't communicate and you can't talk to people. So I do also want to bring awareness to social anxiety, because some people tend to think that people with social anxiety are just mean, they're rude, or they're just weird. So I feel like whoever does not have social anxiety, you should still watch this video, just so you can know how people with social anxiety feel, because I'm the nicest person on earth, but if you see me in public and I don't know you, especially if it's a group of people, I shut myself down and I do like this mean face, like a bitch face. It's because I don't want to be talked to. It's like I do want to be talked to, but my face doesn't give you that. So I don't know. But anyways, yeah, it gives awareness. And also for people who have social anxiety, I want you to know that you are not alone. I'm here for you, and I will be documenting, you know, what I go through, how I feel sometimes. Maybe if I'm having a bad day, I'll put the camera down and I'll tell you guys what I went through throughout my day, and I'll show how I can possibly make myself feel better, or if after I feel better, I'll tell you guys how I did it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and just please leave a comment, let me know if you like it, and yes, bye.